Hello everyone, this is Filipino-American Heart Channel and I'm going to show you on how we'll fill out our form I-864. So all you have to do is to make sure check the uscis.gov and click the forms and the form instructions and also the form I-864 and download it and make sure you have the latest one. So the expiration of this form is September 30, 2021. So this will expire this year. So this form I-864 is called Affidavit of Support under Section 213 Act of INA. Okay, Department of Homeland Security, USCIS, and Immigration Services. So I'm showing you this because this is how we experience. This part is in here is for USCIS. So now you're going to fill out this part here, which is the lower part. Okay, start here. As you can see, it's stated here. I will just base it on our experience, but for now I use a woman who is petitioning her fiancé from other country or from Philippines, for example. Well, anyway, in all the countries, it's all the same form that you're going to fill out if you're sponsoring or if you're going to petition your fiancé in the other country. Okay, part 1, basis for filing affidavit of support. So, okay, you have to put it there, your full name, your middle name, and your family name. I am the sponsor submitting this affidavit of support because select only one box. So I am the petitioner filed, or I am filing for the immigration of my relative. Okay, here at the bottom you have to okay, here we have to slow. As you can see, there is stated here part 2, information about the principal immigrant. Who are this principal immigrant? Principal immigrant are those people who are being petitioned from other country, or what we call beneficiary. Okay, the beneficiary, the family name is Panganiban Mark Garcia. Okay, Mark, first name, and Garcia is the middle name. So now let's go to the question 21A. As you can see, the 21A, this form is for those who are those who are already here in the US. Okay, so it should be, you have to put in care of the name of the one whom you petition. Okay, Mark Garcia Panganiban, and of course you have the same address already with the petitioner. The reason why you have an address already because your beneficiary is already in the in USA. I'm sorry, your beneficiary is already in USA. Okay, that's why you put it there, the same street or the same address as the petitioner. And the street, you have to put the street, the city, the zip code, and just leave it blank, the province, postal, and right away it was stated there USA. Okay, it's automatic, it is written there. Then the country of citizenship of the beneficiary or the principal immigrant is Philippines or Filipino. Okay, Filipino is our nationality. Then if you are Chinese, you put it there, Chinese. Okay, or your country is China, put it there, China. Okay, then alien number, I'm sure you are familiar with this alien number because in your I-7 NOAA 2 or I-797, which is the approval notice that you can apply for a visa, you can see this part. You can see the alien number at the upper right corner of your NOAA 2. Okay, alien registration number, then USCIS online account. If you don't have, just put it there, none. And then daytime telephone number, you can put there the daytime telephone number of your principal immigrant or the beneficiary. Then next is about information about the immigrants you are sponsoring. So I am sponsoring the principal immigrant. So put it there. Yes. Then next here, family member, just put it there, none. But if you have more than one or more than 5, you can write the part 3, page 2. This is page 2, and question number 4A if you have more kids. So here, family member, you have to put the family member or those kids that you're going to petition here in that you are with here in America already, the one that you the kids of the person you are sponsoring, okay, that you sponsored. So like for example, me, I have 2 kids, so I made an example 2 kids here too. So put the family name of those kids based on the birth certificate, the first name and the middle name. Then is it relationship to the principal immigrant or the beneficiary, it's stated daughter, okay. Then put the date of birth and the alien number. As you can see, the alien number, it should be the same as the principal immigrant or the beneficiary, because they don't have their own alien number yet. They can have their own alien number if they apply already for the removal of condition, okay. That's the time they have their own alien number, as we experience here. USCIS online number, just leave it blank or put none in there. So mine in my form before, I really put it there, none. Then family number 2, the second K2, put it there, the family name, the first name and the middle name. And then relationship, it's a son, and put the date of birth. Then the same alien number as the principal beneficiary or principal immigrant, and the USCIS number. So as I have said, this is part 3, okay. This page is part 3, page 2, and the question here is 4A, okay, 4A. So I will show you here. This is the question and it's the question 4A there. So you can see it's part 3. Always remember that it's part 3 and the question 4.A, okay, question 4A. And as you can see, it's only until 5 kids here. But if you're sponsoring until 6 kids, so those kids must be at the back. You have to write it at the back of this page. Right. Okay, as you can see here, it stated the last kids that you can write here is until 5. But if you're sponsoring until 6 kids, so you have to write the 6 kids at the last page of this form. So it's stated here, this is page 2, part 3, and question number question 4A. This is question 4A. Okay, let's see. The first question there is family member. So question family member 4A. You can write it there, family member, then 4.A. Okay, I will show you that at the back or at the last page later. Now let's go to the part number 3. Okay, part 3, information about immigrants. This is a continuation. Then enter. So right away, you have to put it there 3, because the first one that you're sponsoring is your principal immigrants or the beneficiary and the 2 kids if you have K2. Okay, here part 4. Part 4, sponsor full name. So sponsor full name, it must be the last name, first name, and the middle name. Then in care of the mailing address. So I really put it there, in care of the mailing address of the person who sponsor. It should be for the person who sponsor because it goes to his name. Anyway, you can put also here the name of the beneficiary. Anyway, you have the same address, so you can put it there. Okay, so here you have to put the street, the city, the state, the zip code, and automatic it's stated there USA. Then here at the bottom, here is your current mailing address the same as your as physical address? So since it's the same, but if it's different, you have to click no. But since it's the same, just click yes. So if you click no, this part in here, you have to fill out the right corner. So you can see this right corner here, it is asking you the street number. So if you have different mailing address than the physical address, so you have to fill out all that. But since it's the same, so just leave it blank. Okay, then information, it's USA, the country is USA. I'm sorry. The country of domicile is USA. Then the date of birth of the one who sponsor or the petitioner. Then put the city of birth. Then put the state of birth, Alabama. Then country of birth, USA. Then of course you need to add your social security number there. If you are a US citizen, click also here the US citizen. I am a US citizen. If not, click this part here or whatever you belong in here. Sponsors alien number, since the sponsor is a US citizen, so you don't have alien number. Okay, so now sponsors USCIS online number. If you have, then write it here, but if you don't, just leave it blank. Then at the bottom here, military, I am currently an active duty in the US. If you do, then click yes, but if you're not, so just click no. Page number 5, page number, what number? Page number 4, part 5. Sponsors household size. So you have to, it was automatic right away. It stated her 3. Then persons not sponsored, of course you're not included because you're the sponsor. So it stated there 1, that is you're not being sponsored. Then here your current annual or your yearly income. So you have to put it here. If you type 150, as I have told you, this highlight here at the side, click that and it's automatic. It will be highlight everything that you're going to fill out. And then after you put 150, it's automatic. It will write 30 there, and this one, the zero, the dot and the 00. Then here, if you also sponsor, you have also if you sponsor and you still have your wife with you, so put 1 in there. But since you have fiancé, of course you don't have in there. Then if you still have dependent kids, for example you have underage kids, you should put it here, especially if you are still giving them support. But if you don't already, if they are already old enough, so you don't have to write it here if you're not giving them support anymore. So in this side here, income you're using from other person. For example, if you have somebody in the house who help you sponsor with this person or your fiancé, you have to write the name in here, okay, and your relationship with that person, those who are having an income in the same house. Okay, automatic, it stated the household size is 4 because you have 3 in that you're sponsoring, and you have 1 that is you that are not sponsoring. It's automatic, it becomes 4 inside the house. Then employed, part 6 is sponsors employment income. Sponsors employment income, it stated there, I am currently click X if you're still employed, then where you're working, okay? If you're working in tracking like FedEx or like DHL or Amazon or any, so you can write in there too, okay? If you are working 2 jobs, petitioner or sponsor, so put the second employer there, okay? If you are self-employed, just put it there, self-employed too. And here, persons you are with in your house who have also income, put it there. But if you're just alone in your house, you don't have to write anything here. But if you are 2 in the same house and he or she have income, you have to write the name and your relationship with that person and how much his annual income. Okay? Then now in part 6, sponsors, employment, and income, continuation. Your current annual, so when you write at the top how much you earn, it's automatic, it was written here, okay? Part 7, use assets and supplement. For example, if you did not pass the poverty guidelines, I have also a copy also that I will include in this video about the poverty guidelines. The poverty guidelines is like 25 below or 20,000 below income. That is yearly income. If your income is 26,000 and above or 20,000 and above, you don't have to fill out this part here. But if you do, you have to fill out how much is the balance or savings in the checking account, okay? You have to put it there how much you got in your checking account or how much your savings, okay? And how much your mortgage if you but if you pass like this for 150,000 a month, or if your annual income is 26,000 and above, you are above the poverty guidelines, so you're fine. You don't have to fill that out. Then here, just put it there, none, or you can just leave it blank. It's okay. Then here, federal income tax. So of course, you need to show your federal income tax. So have you filed federal income tax? So of course, you have to check yes. Then optional, I have attached photocopy. So this is like papers that you need to send, including this form. You have to send the photocopy of your ITR. So make sure your income tax return should be 3 years, like 2021, 2020, and 2019. So all of that income tax or those total income, for example, you have to write your total income here. You have to be honest, put it there because you have your photocopy that is a support for your application of this affidavit. And always remember, this affidavit, you don't have to pay anything. You have to include this to the application that you're going to send for the application I-485 of your beneficiary, okay? Form I-485 or the permanent resident application of your beneficiary. So assets and principal sponsored, so you don't have to write anything there, how much they earn. And then it was not required to file federal tax return as my income was below the IRS required level, and I have attached evidence to support. So if your income is lower than this, so you have to fill out this side here. But if it's above, which is 26 and above, you don't have to fill out that part, as I have said earlier. And it stated you don't have to click here, just leave it blank, okay? And it should be your W2 also. It must be 3 years also, the same as this, 2019, 2020, 2021. So now we're going to page number 6, which is the part 7, use of assets and supplements. So just leave it blank there, and then the total, just leave it all blank. And we're now in part 8, part 8, sponsors contact information. So of course you have to put the sponsors here. Sponsors contact information, you have to put the phone number, the mobile number, and the email address. So you have to make sure to put it the right email address and the right phone number, because they're going to send you a text message or an email for you to know what's going on your application. Okay, and they will send you your LU number, not LU number but receipt number, plus they will send you also in the post mail. Okay, here it stated you have to read all that part. I just skipped it. Okay, note, select the box for item 1A. Say it stated here, I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this affidavit and may answer to every question. Okay, let's go to numbers, page 7, which is part 8. Sponsor contact statement information declaration. This is a continuation. So interpreter, since you don't have interpreter, so just put it there, none, or just leave it blank. Okay, sponsor signature, just leave it all blank. Interpreter's email, just leave it blank. Interpreter certification, none. Interpretation, all of that, just leave it blank, or just type none in there. Okay, part 10, contact information declaration, signature and person preparing this affidavit other than the sponsor. If somebody are preparing this sponsor, this form, you have to write the full name here, the last name, family, first name, and the middle name. But if you don't have, if you're the one who made this form, who filled this out, you don't have to put it there. Then preparer's mailing address, you don't have to there, you just leave it. Preparer's signature, all of that, just leave it. Then now we are in here, if you need extra space. So this is what I told you. When you have more than 6 kids, for example, put it here, the page number 2, page number 3, and then item 4.8. Then put it here, the family name, family members, beneficiary, just write it there, beneficiary family members. So put it there, family name, the middle name, relationship to the immigrant or the beneficiary, like for example daughter, then date of birth, the alien number, and always remember alien number is the same as the principal immigrant. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. Don't forget also to sign, sponsor. You have to sign, because if you don't sign, mostly those who got the RFA are those who did not sign. Okay, you have to sign this part in here. Interpreter, sponsor signature. Okay, don't forget to sign here, sponsor signature, then the same date as you sign this. Okay, and then that's all. Thank you for watching, everyone, and if you have more questions, just comment down below and I'm willing to answer your question. Have a nice day and thank you for watching. I will attach that poverty guideline so that you will know. Okay, have a nice day and bye-bye.